Oh my gosh. Okay.
Hello, Malia, Jessica, and Sam.
Hello.
Welcome to the Blanket Fort.
Thank you.
This is magical.
So happy to be here.
Oh my gosh, this is
a
magical.
great way to start a day.
This is yes.
Right?
Oh, I don't know if you're gonna get us to leave. We have a show to do tonight, and I'm like, I might be moving in. This is amazing.
It's just a fun place. I like to make a comfortable space.
Hi,
You might have
Bean.
some.
Oh, he's like, but my
big flop.
tummy.
Yeah.
But my tummy wants rubs.
I have 10 questions for you if you would like to answer.
Yes.
Always.
Question number 1, very, very important. What is your favorite sandwich?
Do you want individual answers or one collective answer?
Individual or
Okay.
collective,
Yes.
up to you.
Reuben. I love Reuben sandwiches.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Really like horseradish.
Ooh,
Horseradish
that's the spice
is
to
Yeah.
it.
oh my Jesus. I love all sandwiches. But like, so this is so hard, but I feel like I love anything that could also be put into a wrap. I'm like a wrap lady.
That's true.
Okay.
Because I just want it filled. And I'm like a person that it's going to be messy. I can't think of one in particular. Just anything. Veggie spicy. I like spice.
Like spice?
Nice.
Yeah.
Horseradish spice?
Oh, I love
or-
horseradish.
Yeah.
I love hot peppers. I like jalapenos.
Yummy.
Delish. I love all sandwiches also, but I'm going to go with a club sandwich, but basically any toasted sandwich.
Oh.
I like a good toasty.
Yeah.
Changing the composition of the bread to be
Yes.
crispier.
Yes. Love
Okay.
a good crunch.
You know what? I'm going to go with what's the Montreal, the meat one?
Smoked meat.
Smoked meat.
Yeah, that's great
Yeah.
too.
That's a Reuben, isn't it? Or are they different? That's okay. Yeah.
Oh, are they the same?
No, they might be different. Montreal smoked meat
Somebody
sandwich.
will.
Yes.
Someone
Someone
will
will tell
type in
us.
and tell us.
Someone will tell us what the answer is, but just meat. I want meat and then bread.
Toasty bread.
Toasted bread.
Toasted bread, dark rye bread?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
okay.
yes, I love rye bread.
Rye. I love a good sourdough. I just Malia was
We are
making.
going to be starving.
Oh, I know. I'm like, how do I find a homemade sandwich now? Malia was on a sourdough making spree,
Ooh, nice.
For a while, yeah.
and my gosh, was it delicious!
I'm having a really hard time focusing because look at that.
Yeah.
Pet out
Oh,
just
yeah.
one time.
Yeah.
Hi, Bee.
She loves belly rubs.
Oh my gosh, you are the dog cat of the world, Bean.
Okay. All right.
Let's be honest. Bean literally came in, lied down, and was like, "Look at my belly."
Well, no, Bean is directing the whole thing. She's prompting question number 2.
Oh, thank you,
We
Bean.
can do a belly rub in between every question.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Question number 2. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
I'm an early bird.
And I'm a night owl all the way.
Oh, geez. I am also the in between because I love waking up early in the morning, but can I get up early in the morning? No. So I'll have to go with night owl, but I would love to wake up early.
Aspirational early bird.
I'm an aspirational. Yes. I find I'm the early bird in the sense that I can wake up and then just be like excited and ready to go and high energy. That's the morning person I am. It's just like, what time in the morning? Who knows?
You could always use that extra half an hour snooze kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, but if you need to get up, it's like, bam.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect.
If my alarm goes off.
Oh, belly rub.
Belly rub.
She's like, you gotta pay the tax.
Pay the tax.
Question number 3. How did you receive or achieve your first instrument?
Ooh.
I,
Are we starting over here?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll go. For me, it was a stand-up piano, old piano, and this lady, a neighbor of my grandfather.
Okay.
Her husband passed away, and he was the piano player. And when he passed, she was like, "Do you know anyone who would want this?" And he went and grabbed it and then moved it into my parents' house. And it's still in my parents' house because in my current home, I don't have room for it. And it's really out of tune, and it's got broken chipped ivories. And my parents are like, are you really gonna keep this? I'm like, I'm dying with this piano. It's not going anywhere. So my parents are always like, remember, someday you have to move this somewhere and take this. And I'm like, trust me, I will someday. So yeah, that's how I received mine.
Ah,
Oh my
incredible
gosh.
story.
Yeah.
That is so beautiful.
And I love it. And every time I go to my parents' house, I just go over and I
Touch it.
touch it.
Heck yes.
You can can sense memory all of the chips and the keys.
Yeah.
It feels like that your piano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hadn't played up to that point, nothing. And I just started tinkling
Aw.
around on it. And then I started taking lessons and stuff.
Oh, I love
Amazing.
that. I begged my parents for a musical instrument. None of my family is all like, they love music, but not musical at all.
Okay.
And but we listened to a lot of like classic country music, like in the car and on the drives and at the house. And I basically was just like, every day would beg my parents for a guitar because that's all I wanted to do was get a guitar so I could start writing songs. And so my mom for Christmas bought me my first like Yamaha red sunburst guitar.
How old would you
And
have been?
I was 8. And so it was like the baby guitar.
Yeah.
And when they brought me to she put me in lessons with a girl, a lovely guitar teacher named Heather, and she was like, "You need to start on like classical if we're gonna like really get you."
Okay.
So my mom, like my parents' friend, basically like gave them like this old like tiny classical guitar, and it's still in my house. And so I started learning on that, and then moved back to my sunburst Yamaha.
I was really fortunate to have like a set of grandparents who were very invested in me and my siblings having music lessons when we were little.
Aw.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Very, very fortunate for that. So I took piano lessons and fiddle lessons when I was like 5 years old.
Okay.
And we had a piano in my house growing up, so that would technically have been like my first instrument. Yeah, but I've just kept acquiring them since.
Yes.
Yeah. Space.
And you're doing a great job.
Great job acquiring more and more. Belly rub time. Oh, and she's purring too now.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we're learning stuff about each other. that
I
we
know.
haven't
I
asked
like
each other
this.
before. I
I'm
love
like,
it.
oh.
Excellent. I love when pianos are introduced really early. We had my grandma's piano at our place, and just being little and having an instrument that's so much bigger. Like,
Yes.
and then that it can make all these sounds, and how does it work inside, and just like being like 4 or 5 and just
It's
Yeah.
magical.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
it's like press and reaction and
Yeah.
it lives kind of
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's- My nephews and nieces, my parents have like an old stand-up piano. That was my dad's family used to own a hotel and club in Fort Collonges, and they had like this. They'd have bands there like every weekend, and so there was a stand-up piano that they had there, and so it's now like in my parents' family home, and it still has like the cigarette marks on like the thing where they put it down and the chip
Yeah.
keys. But it's been beautiful because whenever my nephews and niece come over, like the first thing they do is like they put that up and start playing on it, and it's beautiful to kind of relearn music in a way through kids' eyes.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Just seeing them being like, oh my God, yeah, that is the moment I had. But
Yeah.
now I get to see someone else discover that. And that's
Yeah.
such a beautiful thing.
Seeing that spark ignite.
Yes.
That moment of like their eyes
Discovery.
focus
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
it in a way that like, oh, you're gonna be happy if you pursue this.
Right.
Kind of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 It's just so
Amazing.
beautiful.
Beautiful.
Question number 4: Are you reading anything right now?
I'll go first while you guys think.
Yes.
I will say I'm not. Reading is something I'm a professional student. I did a lot of degrees, and through that I found like I fell out of love with reading.
Yep, I've heard that.
And
Yeah.
so, but it's on my list of like, there's so many books that all my friends are like, you need to read. And it's one of those things for me that I'm like, I need to get back to. I need to fall back in love with reading.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
yes.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
that's my
I am reading the Throne of Glass series. I am such a big, massive fantasy like nerd. I love a coming of age story. I love like give me dragons, give me sword fights, give me like characters that are morally gray and are dealing with like massive like traumas in their past but trying to become a good person and sacrifice for the people they love. Oh my God, I love it. So I'm in the Throne of Glass series right now. I'm on book 6 of 8.
Okay.
And I have cried, I have laughed, and it has been beautiful.
Aw. Amazing.
I'm not currently reading anything. I've been pursuing other hobbies recently, but but I can tell you about my favorite book ever.
Yes.
Because I want to do a reread of it sometime soon, just because I feel like some of the details have fallen off for me. But it's called The Overstory by Richard Powers.
Yes.
I knew you
Yeah,
would
yeah.
love this.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your house. I'm like,
I'm on
Duncan
my
likes The
my
Overstory.
third like attempt to get through it all in one go.
yeah.
Because I've started and stopped it, and it doesn't feel right to just jump in. The story, the whole thing,
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
It's for context. It's like it's one of
Yes.
those. So narratively, it's one of those stories that follows like maybe 7 different groups of people or 7 individuals, and you like learn a little bit about them and their past and their like individual life. And then as the book continues, they like weave into each other's lives in really interesting ways. But it's also eco-fiction, and all of these characters have like very interesting connections to trees. And
So
you
good.
learn
so
about
good.
like a lot of different environmental stuff as you're. We're going to get it right
Oh
now.
my God.
This has become an infomercial for the
This is an infomercial.
It was right
by
there.
Richard Powers.
Oh my gosh!
Richard Powers,
Yeah.
Vanessa.
Oh, okay.
It's
Oh,
a great book.
oh, now
Really good book.
you've now sold me. I love this. I love
Yeah.
trees. So give it. Okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
when you're done your reread and I'm done Throne of Glass,
Yeah.
pass that over. I'm ready. And hey, you can take a stroll down Throne of Glass Lane. It's great.
I've been thinking about it. everybody loves these like
Sarah J. Maas.
fantasy,
Well,
romance
I will
ones.
say these ones start. The first 4 books are more coming of age than the romantasy vibe. It's way more coming
I
of
can handle
age,
all of
battling
that.
all that. But then it gets to some good stuff.
Okay. I can't. There's nothing here to rub anymore.
I know.
No cat to pet.
Maybe she'll come back.
Yes.
Question number 5. What is your favorite pizza topping?
Oh, that's so good.
Green olives, I think.
Green olives.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Really love olives. Yeah.
I'm a hot pepper lassie. I love a big old hot pepper on there. Spice it up.
Amazing. Outside of cheese, because can't forget cheese, I'm on the green olive train too. Love green olives.
Okay.
Yeah.
Double green olives.
Yep.
Question with olives I have. Is it a key part of like a combination or something, or can you throw them on anything?
I can't think of anything that green olives wouldn't go good on. Black olives, I feel, are a little bit more of a wild card.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
If someone gives me a slice of pizza with black olives on it, I will 100% eat it.
Uh-huh.
But if I have a
Green
choice,
olives are like
green all the
friendly
way.
enough that they can, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm devastated that Subway doesn't have green olives anymore. They only have black olives every time I go, and it's very upsetting. Subway, are you listening?
Subway, are you
Very upset.
listening? I never was an olive person. I never liked them. But then my friends Patrick and Patrick introduced me to like this extremely mild olive because they made me like a martini and put it in. And I was like, I can get behind this.
You sure
So-
the
Had
olive
nothing to
just
do with it
doesn't?
being-
Yeah.
Well,
it being enough.
I was gonna say the gin definitely helped, but
just a gin-soaked olive is what you
gin
prefer.
soaked olive is delicious.
That I would probably not put on my pizza.
Fair.
Oh, incredible. Question number 6. Have you ever played Living Roots before?
I have
Okay.
pre-COVID with a different group, but this is Sam and Malia's first time coming down.
Okay.
It was great.
Yeah.
We
It was
played
so
yesterday.
much. Yes,
Yes.
it was so magical, and the stage they had set up.
Oh.
Yeah, there
With
was
all the
plants
greenery.
everywhere, and we
Yeah.
felt like
If
you
we
did it for
had,
us.
like enough
Yes.
room in our trailer, we
It
would
would look
probably
like that.
bring that kind of set dressing to every show.
Yes.
So it was awesome that it was just like
Oh,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It just again another sign from the universe. When we
Yeah.
walked in to
Yes.
see it, I was just like, they made this for us. This is just like exactly how we would stage
Yeah.
a stage.
And it was so relaxed, and everyone was so nice, and it was just great.
Yeah.
oh, incredible. What was your favorite part of this year's Living Roots experience?
Oh gosh. Well, we've just we were only there for one day.
Flying in and flying out.
Flying
Yeah.
in, flying out, like classic touring musicians.
So what is the snapshot in your mind of this time here that you would hold on to?
Okay, well, other than this whole experience with you, Duncan.
Yeah, because
that
that's a
has
part
been-
of it. Now this is going to be a
This
big
is
part
like
of the memory.
every time we come to living rooms, Duncan,
But also,
happening.
like, my favorite part always is just like getting to experience live other amazing acts that we've never heard before.
Yeah,
Oh my
like,
gosh,
Michaela
yeah.
and Ryan were both like so good.
So
Yeah, so
good. And the community, really, like the people, like
Yeah.
one of my favorite things
Yeah.
about touring and playing music live is meeting people and
Yeah.
just like, you know, the people that come and are supporting live music and who are a part of Living Roots, the organizers, the volunteers, like everyone's so lovely, so friendly. It's just such a beautiful community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you for coming. This True Living Roots. The interview's not over yet.
Yeah.
I was gonna get up and run away. Thank you for telling me.
Gotta find Bean. Gotta give her belly.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Belly rubs.
Question number 8. What do you do to relax?
Ooh.
So many things.
I can go first.
Yeah.
I'm a big bath person. I love a bath. I love to journal. And recently I've taken up like freehand embroidery. So like
Whoa.
punching
Yes.
cloth with needles
Yes.
and like making florals is like very
Yes.
relaxing. Very relaxing for me.
Before you go, I have so much embroidery thread that you need to go through and take some. You're saving me like hours of sewing it into the story scrolls. So like, please take it and add it to your stuff.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, yes.
If I have 5 minutes, I'm going to embroider a little flower onto one of your scrolls.
Yes.
Yes, please. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh
That
my
would be
gosh,
amazing.
yes.
Incredible.
Okay, I'm on the bath train. I love a good bath. I'm the person who will light, like, almost burn my house down with a bath. Like, all the candles, the salts, the sprays, the scrubs. I love a bath. Reading, for sure. I love getting lost in other worlds and other spaces and just kind of being engulfed in story.
Yeah.
Also, I have a little dog at home. His name is Chewy. And so, like, going on little walks with Chewy or cuddling him, I love. And then I've been crocheting a lot. So
Okay.
that is also really lovely. Just sitting there and just, again, doing stuff that you can
Yeah.
just kind of,
Something tactile.
Yes.
Is like
yes,
So
it
Yeah.
feels good.
I'm going to build on some of your ideas. So dogs are a big part of my life
Yes.
too. So walking with dogs, spending time with the doggies for sure. And then I don't necessarily take a lot of baths per se. I think if I had a big glorious bathtub, I would. But I'm going to take it further. And like when I really want to relax and check out, I go to like, we have like a Nordic spa,
The
like a Scandinavian spa. So I like to do the big time
Awesome.
bath time, a whole day of bath time.
yes.
Yeah.
So I love that. And what else?
Oh my God, if I could build dreams is to have a sauna in my backyard. And I would sauna every
yeah.
day. That would be the full release, full
Yeah.
relax.
And I really love, again, I'm not really on the reading train, but I love to listen to like an album from beginning to end. So that's like a big relaxing thing for
Yeah,
me.
it's a
Or I will
story.
just sit and
Yes.
I love really dim lighting or candles, and I will just try to sit and actually listen to an album from beginning to end, like
Yeah.
with my eyes closed, maybe a glass of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my
Oh,
relaxed
so
time.
beautiful.
Good
Love
way
it.
to relax.
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
Question number 9. Could you please recommend to our audience a band or musician or artist that they should look up in the shade of a tree on a sunny day?
I go with Maddie Diaz.
At a deep.
Maddie Diaz is she is always on my mind of a person to listen to, and especially if we're thinking like shady tree sunny day. There's songs that you could just like sit there and like flow with, you could cry to, you can bask in the sun with, like lyrics that again story take you in this feeling, engulf you. Maddie Diaz is gonna be my recommendation.
I'm gonna go with Christian Lee Hudson. I think I have that name right. Is from like out west, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I might be mixing up 2 people. All right.
Hey, that happens.
I'm going to abandon that. Andrew
abandoned-
Bird. Andrew Bird is great.
Yes.
Lots of really cool textural string stuff. Lots of cool looping. Very atmospheric and lovely. Christian Lee Hudson is also great, but I just don't want to get the bio wrong on cameras.
Oh, I have so many. I'm glad you
know.
said Maddie Diaz because that would have been up there, so covered. I'm going to pump up Noah Dirksen.
No.
Canadian from Winnipeg,
yes.
and super like chill soul, really breathy kind of like
Yes.
voice. So perfect for a
Oh my
shady
gosh.
day under a tree or a rainy day.
Or a rainy day in a
Yeah.
cozy blanket with like a hot drink.
Yeah.
Just anytime. Driving down the road. My gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Noah too. What about
Wonderful.
yourself? Please give us an artist.
Yeah.
We have lots of driving to do, so.
My default is Mute. They're a German brass band that do covers of like electronic music.
What?
It's great. It's a great thing to put on. I also I do listen to Fred Penner a lot. He's my
Oh my goodness.
he's my mentor, so I'm kind of biased.
Oh,
but
this
I
adds
just
up.
love-
This
Yes.
adds up.
I love his storytelling, and I can like just get into a good flow state of work, just
Yes.
like listen to his stuff, which I've like the Sandwiches song. That's why question number
Yes!
one is
Yes.
Sandwiches.
Jeez.
I love it.
I
great.
love that so much.
So,
Oh my gosh.
Fred, Fred Penner, it's great. Question number 10: what would you ask your 5-year-old self?
Oh, jeez. Ask.
Ooh.
Do you want to build a snowman? That just pops into my head.
I feel like I would ask my 5-year-old self, what do you love doing the most every day and that like I should never forget to stop doing?
Oh,
That's
that's
a great
such a great question.
Like if you had to tell me that there's something I have to do every day for the rest of my life, what should
Yeah.
it be?
Yes, great answer.
Okay, 5-year-old self, I would ask her what she loves most about herself.
Oh, that's a good
Because I think I grow up and I look at all the faults rather than look at things that you love. So ask, like, you know, what does she love most about herself so that I can remember that.
That's a great question.
Yeah, that's good.
I love both of those. Just to have variety in answers, even though those
Yes.
would both probably be the first things I'd ask.
Yes, I know. Sam.
I would probably ask her, like, just out of like curiosity, and not because I don't know my parents or anything, but I do know my parents. But like, I would love to like see them through my 5-year-old self's eyes.
Yeah.
I would ask her to like describe my mom and dad because like I see them as
Yes.
full humans now. But,
Yeah.
like, a 5-year-old sees their parents in like this. I don't know, like it's
Uh-huh.
like you only see one dimension of a person when
Yeah.
they're parenting you and you're
Yeah.
that age, and then
Yeah.
it's like
Wow,
I would love to just like
love that.
see how that perception changes.
Absolutely.
I love
Fantastic
that.
question, Maria.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh, I love that.
Oh my gosh. So where's the time machine, Duncan? We're ready to ask. We have our questions ready.
Maybe the story scrolls. That's a good way back to the
Yes.
inner childhood.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So those are my 10 questions from me to you. Do you have one question from you to me?
Oh, well, first off, I would also love to know what you would ask your 5-year-old self.
Could we please read your favorite book?
Oh.
I don't know what it was. It would probably changed every day, but
Yeah.
whatever it was,
whatever.
Yes.
I would be very excited to
Excited.
sit down with a big me and like try and read it and like I feel at that age a lot of the times kids retell the story from memory of what the pages are.
Yeah.
And they remember what the words are, but like and you just kind of go with it, and then I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I've
What-
got one.
what else?
I've
Yes.
got one if that's okay.
Yes.
If you're okay to answer.
Oh yes,
too.
yes. You
Is
each
there,
get a
like,
question.
Okay,
is there
perfect.
like a guiding value in your life that leads you to create spaces like this and art like the scroll and like
Inclusion and community.
yep.
I love that so much.
Cornerstones in my household growing up. Very instilled values of every like parent, family member, friend, and mentor I've had. They've all encouraged my pursuit in developing community and making inclusive spaces in the way that I do. And often, I need that like just blanket support to go like, I'm making a weird thing, but the end result is going to be worth it. Like the story scrolls.
Yes.
Starting that, I was like, I'm going to write a story in a scroll. And then I just had friends who were like, you can stay with me while you work on it.
Yeah.
You can... I lived on couches for so
long.
long.
Yeah.
Community and inclusion.
I love that.
Having people who will like cheerlead you without knowing or like being invested in the end result, but being invested in the process with you.
Yeah.
Everything.
It is
It's
so
everything.
beautiful.
And not like
Not
forcing those
questioning.
questions of, but why?
Yeah.
Or like, but how are you going to support yourself while you do that? Or
Just
like
blanket
what money are you
support.
going to make? Like, you know, like
Yeah.
society now often just like those are the first questions people ask when you describe whatever you're working on.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Don't kill
why
the
are
vibe.
those held
Yes,
as
yes.
why are those held
Don't
as the
kill
most
the
like
vibe.
valuable thing when
Yeah,
they're
why
not?
does this only matter if it's gonna like participate in capitalism?
Yeah.
please?
Why not just be like,
Yeah.
wow, this is bringing you joy. I want to support you
Yeah.
creating joy and building that joy in it. What is, so like that's the like values, like what do you find, like is it the same for like your inspiration for finding like the ideas and how they come to you for like inspiration? Do you find a lot of inspiration from like nature, different art, like, or is it like that community, those people?
Definitely nature. I have a degree in outdoor recreation management,
Nice.
a major in adventure studies. So I went to school to be a guide.
Oh, lovely.
So like the big, ridiculous backpacks I carry that are full of scrolls. My original career path was I want to carry a big bag all day.
Okay, that is amazing. I
You never
love
passed
that.
through the Adventure Earth Center in Halifax, did you?
Maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
I've
We'll
traveled.
chat later.
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah.
I just love that as a dream. Like, I want to carry a big backpack. What can that lead to? I think that's amazing.
I have a big, and then with the story scrolls, it's just like the whole of my heart right there.
Yeah.
Shared with community, instantly,
Yes.
unexpected, and I can carry it on my back. And the inspiration is now that I have the thing made and it continues to grow, the inspiration is going out, finding more community for them to help make it grow and become more. Because I shared with you the three parts of the story scroll spiraling towards center, but the kind of part 4 was the thing on the table, that giant scroll.
Which looks
And
amazing.
yeah, that's called Spiraling There and Back Again, and that's kind of the next iteration, and that's the story we make together in a very physical sense.
Yeah.
That is just so beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
I love that. And I love how like you were saying like every part of it has been like given by different people in your life or painted on or like I just think it's so community is so important and we kind of live in a world where even though we're like so connected, we are so disconnected from each other. And you know, it's this like soul self idealist, you know, you can make yourself into whatever you want to be, but it's by you and you're the one that's going to do it. And that hustle culture where it's like it takes a village to like raise children and it takes a village to be a human, you know, like on this like journey of
We're healthier on
music.
like a cellular level when we have community. We live longer.
Yes.
Oh yeah. And like for like us with like music, this album that we're working on is all about like community and sisterhood and like raising each other's voices rather than comparing or trying to step over, you know? And with the album we've been writing with like each other with a lot of different artists and like, you know, finding different like musicians to work with and all of this. And it's like one of my favorite things about creating music is being able to do it with people, you know, and like singing together hits like an actual like primal part of our brain. It calls back to like when we like lived like in like communally and we would sing together in order to like ward off danger or like
Or
you know
organize
work or you know it like actually hits something and there's like studies that show that it like lessens depression and anxiety and like you actually connect faster with people when you sing together. And I'm like, come on. Like, that is just
Yeah.
so...
Who doesn't want that?
Who doesn't want that? And I feel like your Story Scrolls is that. Like, it is like a space where you are sharing a moment in time that will actually live forever in each other and like in the scrolls. Like, it is
Exactly.
just so beautiful.
And it's such a connection point. How I don't know how anyone could experience what you welcomed us into today and not like let their walls down, be vulnerable and be like, this is a safe space, and make people stop and question, like, within everyday contemporary today's society, like, slow down, think about these things, like, be together, enjoy time together,
Call
enjoy
your
time with
grandparents.
yourself.
Call your parents. Call your aunts. Call your uncles.
Call them
Ask
all.
them how they're doing.
Sit and read a book with a little one who
Yes.
just wants a moment of your time.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you so much for the gift
Yes.
of today.
Duncan, this has been just so magical. Like, this will live on as a highlight in not only like our time on this tour, but in life. Like, seriously.
Well, thank you so much for coming. Would you like to add to the Blanket Fort collection by playing some songs in the Blanket Fort?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. I'll hit pause and we'll spin everything around. You can grab your instruments. And then
Yes.
Yay!
Ready? Would you like to start? Oh, nice. Okay. I thought we'd do our song called Sting. Because, it is, being in a blanket fort just brings me back. When I was a kid, I used to put on shows for my parents all the time. I'd sit them on the couch, or we'd make a blanket fort, or we'd do, I'd take out all the old Halloween costumes, and I'd make multiple quick changes, and just play all the characters. And I'm very, very blessed to have parents that, like, supported me in all that, even as a kid doing the craziest things in the living room. Like, they were still there being like, clapping at the end and sitting through it all. And it just shows how important community is in our imagination and staying curious about the world. And so this song is kind of that little promise to myself to never forget, to be more childlike, and to find the joy in every little moment. The clouds in the sky told me stories. Lions and tigers and bears chasing fairies. I used to spend hours like that, but I've forgotten how. The cracks in the pavement were dangerous. Break your mama's back, so I used to skip them. It was all magic and wishes, but that's over now. 'Cause growing up means looking down, leaving questions on the ground, like rise of moon chasing me in the sleep, looking out from the back of it. Change in seasons. The wind at my back felt like cold weather trees in the gray and the quiet to swallow me whole. And the snow covered me like a blanket, but it couldn't keep me warm when they lowered the casket. The day I learned angels more than just child's play. 'Cause growing up means looking down, me on in reality, watching the years go by, chasing down memories from sweet philosophies, leaving me wondering why. Why is the moon chasing me endlessly? Looking out in the back of it, on seeing why is the sky so blue? Will I be old at 22? Why is my heart always the first to break? You think I learned from all my mistakes, like finding out that beats aren't the only things that finding out that beats aren't the only things that sting. Yeah.